In this video I'm going to be comparing the Air King 9218, which is in my opinion one of the best modern fans ever made, to a couple of other newer fans. Got a Dayton high velocity fan 20-inch right here, and then a 20-inch Ken Brown 5-blade high velocity fan. Also going to compare it to the Patton right there, that modern Patton. And let's see, I'm also going to, I'm not going to run these in this video, but I will say right off the bat that this fan is absolutely equivalent to the vintage Lakewood HV18s and the vintage Patton U2 1887. It is extremely powerful. The blades have a ton of pitch. They're steel. It's well made. It's very sturdy. This is absolutely equivalent to the vintage ones. It has a ball bearing PSC motor, and it is a 1.8 amp motor. I love the styling on these Air Kings because they look vintage, and they're just super sturdy. It's got a nice long grounded cord, as you can see. And yeah, we're comparing this one to some of the other ones. Alright, let's go up to high. That is very powerful. It's right up there with even the 1872 Patton. Medium. And low. This one has a nice difference in speeds. Better than pretty much any other modern fan does. You can still feel a gentle breeze back here. That is probably one of my favorite fans. And once it stops, I'll do an amp draw test going up to high. This motor has a nice thick stator. It's pretty high quality. And one thing I do want to say about this is that it's in pretty much perfect balance. I know a lot of people, or at least a few people that I know of, have had problems with these blades being out of balance, but this one is perfect. And if I didn't mention it, this one is made in USA. Here's high speed. There is a fuse in the plug, so if that blew for whatever reason, you would replace the plug. And here's the next one on the list. This is a Dayton 20-inch high velocity fan. This one does not have a ball bearing motor, but it does have oil ports on the front and the back. The little hole for putting oil in the motor on the front and the back. Here's the model number. It is made in China, rated for 1.3 amps. It is a commercial grade fan, just like this one. And this fan is very sturdy, surprisingly. And one thing I like about this actually more than the Air King is that it has clips on the grill to hold it together. There's one screw at the bottom, but it's got clips, which I really like. And again, it's very sturdy. This one actually has a cord wrap. It also has a grounded cord. No fuse in this one. There's the switch. This is a PSC motor, obviously. It's got these adjustment knobs that are connected with a chain so you don't lose them, which is nice. And yeah. This fan is very loud, even on low, but it does move a lot of air. It's actually quite impressive. Doesn't move quite as much air as that one does because the blades don't have as much pitch, but it's very powerful. I'm quite impressed with this fan. Like I said, it's very sturdy. It doesn't vibrate much. I don't think it vibrates at all, actually. And yeah, single piece stand, so it's not flimsy at all. I will plug it in and we'll test it out. This fan, I actually got two of these. Both came from, they were both brand new on eBay. Sold by, I believe, Zorro Tools. And this one I also got brand new on eBay. But these were available on Amazon, I believe, up until recently. I don't know if they still make these anymore. I think these are discontinued, which is really a shame. So let's start this one up on high speed. This one starts on low, so we'll go past that and go all the way up to high. Very smooth running. And very powerful. Nice breeze all the way back here. And low. Still very powerful. This is definitely meant for more of an industrial application because, like I said, it is very loud. Now, like I said, I bought two of these, and I did increase the pitch on the blades on one of them, and it quieted it down, but it was pulling too many amps, so I put it back to normal pitch, and so yeah, they're both the same again. I'll go up to high. Alright, next fan. And here's the 20-inch Ken Brown 5-bladed fan. These are discontinued, at least the 5-bladed models. I'm pretty sure you can still buy 3-bladed versions of this fan on Amazon. Amazon is where I got this. It's got a nice cord. It's grounded and it has a replaceable fuse. It's not as long as the cord on the Dayton or the Air King. And this fan, one thing I do like about it, just like the Dayton, is it has clips on the grill instead of cheap little screws. Now, the screws on this Air King are actually pretty good quality, but the ones on that Patton right there, that modern Patton, are just really cheap, and they're not very good, which is why the latest versions of that Patton fan have clips on the grill. Stand is reasonably sturdy. It goes together right there and right there, and the fan actually, it's not very flimsy feeling, really. It feels sturdier than that modern Patton. It's not, maybe not quite on the same level as the Dayton, but it's not a bad fan at all, and it didn't have any shipping damage. It runs pretty smooth. This fan has a ball bearing motor, just like the Air King does. Only difference with this one is it's not sealed shut. It does have vents in it. Let me show you the back of the motor. Here's the back of it. Starts off on low, and this fan is quieter, believe it or not, than the Dayton is. And the blades have a decent amount of pitch on them. So I think this is a pretty nice fan. It is rated at 120 watts. It doesn't say how many amps it is. It was made August of 2022. Model VF20. This one, pretty sure is suitable for industrial commercial use because it doesn't say otherwise. Like that cheap one right there says for household use only. The rest of these ones, the Dayton, the Air King, and this one, are suitable for industrial and commercial use. So, I'll go ahead and move this back here again, and I'll start off on high speed. Pretty powerful for what it is. Not shaking much at all, and it's really not all that loud. I can feel a nice breeze all the way back here. Medium. And low. Nice difference between speeds. It's pretty quiet on low. And I can still feel a little bit of a breeze back here. I like the fact that this has a ball bearing motor. I like the fact that it has a cord wrap, clips on the grill instead of screws, and it's not too loud, so this is a decent fan. I'm pretty sure I think the three-bladed versions have a ball bearing motor as well. Let's go up to high. And lastly, here is the Patton U2-0018 18-inch fan. This one this Patton is nowhere near as good as the old USA-made Pattons. It is super flimsy compared to the old ones, and out of all the fans that I've filmed in this video, out of all of these, this is definitely the flimsiest. I don't like the stand on this one at all because of the way it goes together. It goes together right there, and there's just a screw in there, and it's really kind of flimsy. This one only has a 2-prong plug on it, and it's very short. The motor is actually pretty decent. I like this motor. It's got good bearings, and it's a 1.5 amp PSC motor, so I got no complaints about this. But here's the information sticker. It's got a cord wrap, which is nice, but the problem is, when I got this fan, it was blaringly loud, and that is because the blades had no pitch on them, almost no pitch, and it had very little difference in speeds. So it didn't move much air, it was very loud, and what I did to fix that is I increased the pitch on the blades. That increased the airflow like crazy, and it's much quieter now on medium and low. So that's definitely an improvement. I think you can still buy these on Amazon although they're a little bit different now. They have a slightly different blade set and different motors, and they actually have clips on the grill holding it together rather than these stupid little screws that strip out. And I think they also go together, you know, like the stand on that Ken Brown fan does, so that's they're sturdier than this version, and they probably move more air because they have more pitch, I think. So yeah, they have, and like I said, I think I said it, they have a different motor. But I'll plug this in and we'll test it out. Alright, here is high. It's very powerful now with that increased blade pitch. Giving a nice breeze back here. Medium. And low. A very slight breeze still back here. But I will say the performance is very good on this fan now that the blades have been pitched. And it still draws an acceptable amount of current. It doesn't overheat or anything, so I'm happier with this than I was when I got it. This fan also had some shipping damage when I got it back in 2010. Here is high. Alright, so that's the last of them. These fans all have their good points and maybe not so good points, but my favorite would definitely be the Air King, and the Dayton is very nice. Ken Brown's pretty nice too. This one's definitely the flimsiest. I am going to be getting a newer version of this to compare it as well, so that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.